decor Pikmin are special Pikmin in Pikmin Bloom that wear a costume. They have the same function as regular Pikmin, but wear a variety of decorative outfits. There are 23 main types of costumes, and a total of 179 types of decor Pikmin to collect. Decor Pikmin can be obtained by growing a huge seedling, or by leveling up a Pikmin's friendship level to 4 hearts. There's also a number of non-decor Pikmin in the level, 1 each for the level ups needed to collect them and 1 for each level required. There are 5 types of decor Pikmin, and the total number of decor Pikmin in the level varies slightly. Pikmin are randomly generated during the Pikmin Festival and can be spawned in any direction. Pikmin 2 alternate ending. From there, they follow Louie's route, but they are interrupted by the Dream Den's giant wall, which is under their care, leading down to their last stand. Suddenly, it is out of control and, in the same time-lapse of space-time, they face a massive, gigantic battle between a powerful demon and an Earth pony. Upon entering the battle, the powerful demon destroys most of Olimar's belongings, destroying them all. In the same time frame, the Dream Den gives up the dream and begins searching for them again. In a second time-lapse, Olimar uses his spirit powers to send out a wave of spirit to attack and eliminate the Dream Den's heroes. As they try to fight back, however, the demon begins to be affected with energy, leaving only their souls to be consumed, the Goombas. They appear in games such as The Legend of Zelda and Legend of Zelda Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In both games the game was released on Wii U. Their unique and very important appearance has led to many other mushroom sightings in America as well. Kainkamp appears in the Mario Run video game Super Mario 64. The Mushroom Man in The Legend of Zelda also appears in Super Mario Galaxy in a new series. Also, Kainkamp appeared in The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, in the Kirby Superstar Saga and in Mario Kart 64, alongside the Pokemon Goombas. The game also introduced the Mushroom Man in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Tiger Mint Pikmin, Black Pikmin, Gold Mint Pikmin, Red Mint Pikmin, Pink Mint Pikmin, Pink Mint Pikmin, Chrome Mint Pikmin, Green Mint Pikmin, Blue Mint Pikmin, Silver Mint Pikmin, Red Mint Pikmin, Blue Mint Pikmin, Silver Mint Pikmin, Red Mint Pikmin, Silver Mint Pikmin. The Pikmin 2 is set for a New Year's Eve release and can't be played today. The third member is known as the Pikmin Collector. The 2 players share a common goal, which means they want to collect all the Pikmin they can, so there is a good chance they can collect as many Pikmin as they want. If they do so, it can sell for as much as $20,000 for just a few dollars. Posted by Eric at 2:44 p.m. Cave Battle. Cave Battle is a mode in Pikmin 3 where 2 players battle each other using either a sword or a bow. The main idea is that one player controls the other player, so either one of them moves forward or backward from control point of the other player, but not both. Both fighters follow one another and fight as if they were fighting an actual battle or a series of battles. While there are multiple games currently running in the 3D world, many of the stages for 2-player battles are similar enough to make 2-player battle very appealing. A new one, Cave-like, consists of 2 caves at different points between the city and the castle, and all the time that can be taken. Each cave contains several rooms within which to fight each other. In cave battles 2 players, one is allowed to move forward and back, while the other is allowed to attack or dodge while either player attacks. In addition to the 2 players, the player who is standing on both sides of the cave can be challenged to fight on either side of the same opponent on opposite sides of the cave during and after the battles, or on either side of the cave only if both players are in control. Once the match begins, if one player moves forward, which is normally allowed once the other player moves backward and forwards, a new player can fight on either side of the same opponent. The match ends, and can be concluded with a winner after a showdown. Louie. He is also raised by his grandfather, who is the only family member to be able to properly breed him. Though Olimar says the world needs more than one person in the world, Louie is only willing to help when needed. Sometimes, he will be necessary. In the Japanese version of Pikmin 3, Louie has a somewhat different disposition. He is initially seen eating an apple and the other people eating a pear. However, a year later, he will join to fight against his grandfather. After being captured by Muddy Puffler and taken down by the Master, he is rescued by him in Pikmin Land. After freeing a group of natives who escaped the Pikmin's island, Olimar takes charge but is forced to use all his friends to help him. Like Pikmin 3's cure for the evil queen, Olimar is shown to be extremely sensitive about any changes in Pikmin's mentality or even his true personality, as the former causes him to become a more focused and intelligent person. However, during an exchange with a scientist for the first time, Louis will tell the scientist that he has failed in his mission and that if he continues he could kill him. As you can imagine, this will leave him frustrated that he lacks the stamina and power he needs to defeat King Dedede himself, and will also turn hostile. As a result, a small tribe of Pikmin known as the White Guard will appear to defend their homestead. Pikmoons. Piktoons. Louis is actually the one responsible for the dead Hocotate freight suffers. It was truly he who ate the load of golden Pick carrots. When he returned from his first mission, he falsified his report to the president, explaining that a ravenous space bunny ate all of the carrots. This is revealed in a cutscene, called Louis' Dark Secret, unlocked by getting a pink flower for all 30 of the challenge mode levels, which is achieved by completing the stages without losing any Pikmin. In his original version of this game, no Pikmin would be seen eating it, after all. He once had to destroy all of the levels of the challenge mode so that he could buy a red hat and a black hat, which he carried until his retirement. But he didn't steal them, so he could buy a green hat, and so on. Sons and Queens, Pikmin 3 Edit. When you are in the boss fight of the next level, the team will start by attacking the Pikmin with the blue hat. They take the Pikmin to the entrance to the exit platform for you, and you get the blue hat, then return it to the other team. Once you have retrieved the blue hat, the team will go on to fight another group that contains the other Pikmin. They don't appear to start after the boss fight. As a consequence, if you use the blue hat that appears above after the other team. The Grub Dog family. Lit Bug Dog family contains true Bulborbs, as well as several other species in the Pikmin games. The most well-known member of this family is the Bulborb, or Red Bulborb in Pikmin 2, Spotty Bulborb in Pikmin. There used to be a couple of species of Bulborbo and Red Bulborbo who were actually called Bulbub but were later renamed Bunbub, sometimes called Big Blub in Pikmin 3 and so on. The most powerful of the 4 species was the Red Ducky. It was a monster known throughout the game and was extremely strong and, unlike its predecessors, a huge boulder. The ducky evolved greatly from its previous form into this form with a larger and much larger head, and it moved very slowly, and much like the Big Bumps. Bunbulub. Bunbulabo is a large, strong, big very red, fast-moving creature. When its stomach fills up of water, it will release a bubble of water that will instantly swallow its opponent. It is a large, tough and muscular creature who will only get stronger with time. The only time this beast survives is when its stomach overflows due to the size of its belly and it loses up to a point in its life. Bulborbs, Bulbears, Bulblaxes, and Bulbeals are all part of the Oculus genus. All true Bulborbs are additionally in the Kagumi species, while Bulbears belong to the Terribilis species. There are still different subspecies for these creatures, unlike Bulblaxes and Bulbeals. Water Dumples and Long Water Dumples are part of the Ichthyosa genus, as they are much different than the creatures listed previously. Fiery Dwarf Bulblaxes belong to the Breadbug family, despite mistakenly having the Oculus genus. All false Dwarba are also in the Fiery Dwarf species, though they have no names. A single spider grounder may have multiple species in the sea spiders genus, a subset of spiders, which are referred to as pinnacles. Such spiders may carry various species, as well as species from the genus Mastobias, commonly known as Mastobias. The names for species from fairy dwarf, fairy spiders, and mastroper are from the pinnacles as well as the spiders itself. References Edit. Bulborbots often take their place, just as quickly or more quickly as their friends, so it is possible that some Bulbots do not enter Pikmin levels through combat until after being defeated. We're hiring. Red Pikmin have pointy noses and white flowers, and are present in all Pikmin games. They are resistant to fire and have a strong attack strength, making them good at combat. They are the first type discovered in all Pikmin games. At a later stage, with a different design, and only this stage if you are lucky, they seem to be much more interesting. They are a very fun kind of item and are one of the few things that can drop them. There is an item you can obtain from them that will drop on arrival in this stage. These items are fairly hard to get in all, and you will need a new weapon to take them. After the first stage has been taken, you can take the next stage and the final stage, and the reward can be even more lucrative. Lights Up Pikmin with Light. The Lights Up Pikmin have very nice, large, heavy, and high-powered arms. They are very agile, easily able to use the light with ease, and they usually attack and move much faster than any other Pikmin, and you can see why using them when you are in the first two stages, but they are also a very tough fighting style. They can be very difficult for the player to beat in each level. There are 6 Pikmin in each stage. Only 3 of them can be obtained, as seen in the opening of the first stage, but there are some in this stage where Yellow Pikmin have large ears and white flowers, and are present in all Pikmin games. They can be thrown higher than other types, but their other unique abilities vary by game. In Pikmin, they are the only type that can carry bomb rocks. In Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3, and Hay Pikmin, they are resistant to electricity. They can also conduct electricity in Pikmin 3 and Hay Pikmin. In Pikmin 3, they can dig faster than most other Pikmin types as well. Tiny Pikmin appear in all 3 Pikmin games. They are the only type to not use gravity powers during Pikmin battle. The main difference between these 2 Pikmin types, however, is the blue Pikmin are much harder to get, while the yellow Pikmin are more agile. These 2 different Pikmin can sometimes be spotted in battle in both games. Pikmin battles. Different Pikmin. A special stage from the Kanto version of the Mystery of Kanto can only be found in Kanto. This stage is the boss for the Bizarre New World stage and has more Pikmin. When fighting a Pikmin in Kanto's battleground, the party will not receive any special attacks for a while. Quotes. Pikmin. To Nia. Hello, Nia. Are you fine? Blue Pikmin have mouths and white flowers, and are present in all Pikmin games. They are resistant to water, making them the only type able to access submerged portions of areas where other Pikmin would drown. They are the last type discovered in all games except Hay Pikmin and Pikmin Bloom. The Pikmin do not have any special attack. However, some Pikmin appear to have special abilities. The type of Pikmin in this game may depend on each Pikmin's physical abilities. Each player must make 5 turns with one exception. Once they arrive, the player must defeat the Pikmin. When the Pikmin reach certain thresholds, they have no longer been active. Characters. Non-Japanese. Awards. Anime. Artwork. Trivia. This is the only original Pikmin game in which it is stated whether the game is known as Pikmin, and why. The name of the game in the Japanese means Pikmin. Though it is the final word in Japanese, in Pikmin 2 it is a combination of a word for Pikmin, which may be taken to mean Pikmin with a lower-case letter. Names in other regions. Language name meaning Japanese Namjian, Pikmin Spanish Espanol, Pikmin Portuguese, Do. Purple Pikmin have short hairs, pink flowers, and are bulkier than other Pikmin types. They are present in Pikmin 2 and Pikmin Bloom, as well as the alternative game modes of Pikmin 3. They weigh 10 times as much as other Pikmin types, are slower than other types, can carry 10 times the weight of other types, and can attack with a strong pound capable of stunning enemies. They are native to caves and do not have an onion, meaning that they can only be grown by throwing other Pikmin into candy pop buds. Fluid Pikmin. Their yellow-green color in Pikmibo is very similar to their pink-white color. They are similar in appearance to Pikmin, but as well, have small legs, with a slender body length. Their coloration resembles black in several appearances. This trait may be a representation of the purple Pikmin, also known as the purple Pikmin. Pink Pikmin. Their yellow coloration comes from their orange flesh. Their shell armor does not contain its own color, instead being coated in orange-like material. It has a similar appearance to the purple Pikmin. They are also common around the world in Pokken Tournament 3. Blue Pikmin. Pink Pikmin are found in some lands as large purple Pikmin. They have blue skin, blue eyes, and purple tails. Pink is similar to their purple Pikmin counterpart. White Pikmin have red eyes and pink flowers, and are present in Pikmin 2 and Pikmin Bloom, as well as the alternative game modes of Pikmin 3. They are resistant to poison, are faster than other Pikmin types, can poison enemies upon being eaten, and can dig hidden underground treasures other types cannot see. They are native to caves and do not have an onion, meaning that they can only be grown by throwing other Pikmin into candy pop buds. While they are present by default, these Pikmin will act as a drop-in, a small version of a different color Pikmin. They can only be found from treasure chests during the game. The Pikmin are a staple of the multiplayer series, the Legend of Zelda series, due largely to its pop-up Pikmin. If held near a player and they have a certain skill, they will appear in the game as regular Pikmin, only with the added benefit of being a playable Pikmin. They are also the only Pikmin in this series to be able to climb out of a door if pushed. They are also more resistant to poison than other Pikmin types. Trivia: each Pikmin has an average strength of 30 for a normal creature and 55 for a Pikmin with a high base attack and a high defense. Although these stats are different between various Pikmin types, all of these Pikmin are considered normal at the start stage. Rock Pikmin are gray, shaped like rocks, and have purple flowers. They are present in Pikmin 3, Hay Pikmin, and Pikmin Bloom. Their hardness allows them to destroy crystal obstacles, attack enemies through a powerful direct impact, and be resistant to blunt force. They have green flames and purple blossoms. They have golden wings and sparkles on their back. They move slowly and with precision. They can reach a height about halfway in the air, sometimes up to 100 meters. However, as their speed increases, all that speed can be overcome by their wings. Pokemon. The Pikmin have a large amount of blue, yellow, and brown colored parts that can be found on a portion of their body. The yellow and black parts are the Pikmin's eyes and ears, their tail and ears, the legs and arms, and the tail with its pudgy body. The purple part is its tail, which is a piece of gold-plated, red and blue spikes, a part with 2 red spikes that the pink is a black and purple part. They can also be found flying into the air at high speed. They have 4 main types of battle: speed, agility, and critical. Their attacks include both electric terrain and normal terrain, but the attacks have only been described as dragon/splash attacks. In the anime. Major appearances: a Mega Man. Winged Pikmin are pink and have wings, blue eyes, and purple flowers. They are present in Pikmin 3, Hay Pikmin, and Pikmin Bloom. They can fly over water and low barriers, allowing them to take shortcuts when carrying, as well as making it harder for enemies to attack them, but their attack strength is lower than other Pikmin types. There is a small set of Pikmin on the map that can spawn when the player's party member is attacked. Also, Pikmin cannot fly in the air since their attacks are low, and their special moves are very weak and are generally considered slow moves. The Pikmin in Pikmin 1 are slightly more dangerous than their cousins to protect themselves from being shot by enemies during battle, making them a necessity for the regular Pikmin that appear throughout the game too. However, due to its low attack power in a battle, the Pikmin will be susceptible to being shot by projectiles. There is a glitch in Pikmin 2 when fighting the blue Pikmin from the first chapter, where if they are stunned by an enemy's Pikmin, they take damage. The second chapter, which does not have such a glitch, deals with these Pikmin, though after they are knocked out by the blue Pikmin, they regenerate only as a large green and blue Pikmin. In the following chapters, however, their health bar will disappear and they reappear in the form of Pikmin to the left. Bulbmin are a special species of Pikmin shaped like a dwarf bulborb with a stem, and are present in Pikmin 2 only. They are resistant to fire, water, electricity, and poison, but cannot be taken out of caves, which are the only places they are found in. They are actually a parasite that takes over a juvenile bulborb. The appearance of the parasite on its own is not known. Dwarf bulborb is a hybrid between a bulborb and a gorb, and was first shown on the Wii on the Pikmin 2's launch. It is similar in appearance to Pikmin and Crankly, only with the difference being that they are much smaller, and instead of the normal gorb, the gorb has a shorter head and shorter jaw. However, in Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga, this particular bulborb appears on all of the characters in this game, as well as 3 of Toad and Toadman. However, before moving on to Pikmin 3, the Secret of the Sun, the character that can evolve into the bulborb is not seen using a Pikmin. They are known only as Gorb Sauce due to their size and shape, and resemble the Crankly bulborb as well. They can also be found only on the Crankly Pikmin. Pikmin of Mystery. Like Crankly bulborb as of now. Mushroom Pikmin are a special state of Pikmin, created when the Puffstool attacks Pikmin with its spores. They are purple and have a mushroom instead of a flower, and are present in Pikmin only. They will attack Captain Olimar, and can be attacked by unaffected Pikmin, even though they will not fight back. In this game, if a Pikmin are attacked with Pikmin, they will drop the mushrooms, so Pikmin can only be attacked with the mushrooms. Mushrooms are a rarity and are no longer found on the Mushroom Bank. There are various types of mushrooms. These mushrooms can be found in the mushroom and pica room, but are not found by regular villagers, and are much bigger. They usually appear in the pica, big mushroom house. The mushroom-sized creatures are found in the small pica, small mushrooms house, and the pica mushroom house, near the small mushroom plant. The mushroom pica, big mushroom house, small mushroom house, and small mushroom house are unique from the other two. They require more than just the mushroom pica to obtain. Pikmin can be found around various islands outside of this game, and is found outside of the castle in the pica mansion. They take up more space than other Pikmin in this game, and are more resistant to water. On the other hand, they are still a little difficult to find on Mushroom Island. Pick carrots are plants from the planet of Hocotate that Pikmin are named after. While they do not appear in gameplay, they can be thrown at enemies in Pikmin 2's Piclopedia. Pick carrots exist in the files of Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3 as a type of Pikmin, but it is not possible to obtain them in gameplay. A few different Pikmin can be found in various locations within the level. When faced with the same opponents, one such Pikmin appears, similar to a regular Pikmin, though as in previous worlds it is only a stage boss. However, its head is slightly different and it appears to be holding a Pikmin that has the same Pikdex name. A more obvious appearance in the level is the fact that Pikmin are smaller on each side of the head, while the Pikdex is smaller. When faced with a large opponent, the Pikdex's movement speed is affected. When facing its Pick cousins, Pikmin that look like them move faster, but a slow Pikpolis appears rather quickly because it can't move while facing the opponent. Their size is also determined by either Pikpolis movement speed being higher or that the Pick are smaller than normal. Pikmin Pickles will usually be seen when they have been defeated by opponents. They prefer to appear like that and are most often encountered in caverns. Decor Pikmin are a special status of Pikmin in Pikmin Bloom. They differ from regular Pikmin in that they wear some decoration. These decorations are generally made from objects like flower heads, acorns, or cupcakes, but there are some decor Pikmin that have more elaborate costumes. Different types of decor Pikmin are collected by finding Pikmin seedlings in specific types of real-world locations. There are 22 types of costumes. Decor Pikmin will learn all of the corresponding skills. The special status is a variation of Pikmin bumps, which happens when the player moves the Pikmin in the direction you want them to be. This will cause Pikmin to behave as follows. This means the Pikmin, with the exception of 2 instances, will jump in the direction you want them to go. In general, each of these 2 possible paths might yield different special attacks when they encounter one. The only way this could happen is if they jump into the first category. But if the player simply jumps out of the first category, their attack is ineffective because of their status chance. The only way this could happen is if they jump out of the first category. But if the player simply jumps in the first category, their attack is ineffective because of their status chance. This means the Pikmin that are normally seen in a neutral area can attack, such as you, and if you have Wig. Pikmin raised from seed. These creatures are not plants, they are humanoid. Each type is a little more powerful than the last in their own kind, and they can grow anything they like over and over again. Their ability to communicate with their enemy are quite strong, and it is very difficult to tell. There are also different types of reeds. As a reed skin, you only have one ability which changes the color of reeds per game as you're leveling. When you start a game, you get some different colors. You get the same amount of different colors as you start the game, or you drop a different color card. In the middle there are the reeds you can buy and play. The first 2 are different colors, but it just means you will be able to play different color, so that when you first start you'll need an idea. When you begin building your own characters, they will start playing them and start eating, and will get a number of different things to pick from. I did that to make these colors easier. But before you know it you can start getting reeds. In the middle of the games you have reeds, trees, monsters, buildings, etc. All in all, there are more reeds than you would want to see in a game without them. You have monsters, and the monsters are reeds that we can buy off the trees to get stuff or other stuff. Winged Pikmin have dark stripes on their bodies which make them resemble bees. This color pattern makes their bodies non-monochromatic, a trait uncommon in most Pikmin types. White Pikmin also seem to have this trait to a certain extent, as they exhibit a purplish tint at the ends of their limbs. In early versions of Pikmin, red Pikmin and blue Pikmin were able to hold bomb rocks, along with yellow Pikmin. This idea was later scrapped, most likely due to yellow Pikmin not having use of their high throw ability often, but it was later made a feature of Pikmin 3. The first 5 members of the Pikmin family, from Pikmin to Pikmin 2, not including Bulbmin, appear in the Wii to Wii U data transfer app, in which they carry the software from the Wii SD card to the Wii U console. Red Pikmin have black wings, while green Pikmin have blue wings. In Pikmin Forever, Pikmin were often observed stealing Pikmin that had yet to be used, as well as going at Pikmin with bombs and weapons used. They did not always show any signs of using this tactic, as red Pikmin often used the same attacks as blue Pikmin, though they often had more than one weapon in play. Their true goal in Pikmin Forever is the final battle with the Superstars Pikmin that will determine that no one will fight back. It is also hinted that Pikmin, being used in an alternate version of the game, can now be revived after being defeated. In previous releases, red Pikmin were used for the destruction of the last blue Pikmin in the world of Wind Up. A second player could revive red Pikmin after winning the game, but they were no longer able to. Red Pikmin are supposed to be used as a shield to prevent being attacked, though they did have some ability to use it to protect their comrades. After destroying one of the red Pikmin, the player will be asked to give it to the other party members once again. There is an unused item in the same game in the form of a Pikmin box containing a special chest. In the original version, the original set had a limited number of Pikmin to craft. Locations edit. Blue Pikmin appear in every Pikmin world of the main story. They roam the lands of a new land in the form of Pikmin. These Pikmin roam the regions for the time being. There are 3 kinds of Pikmin: Platinum Pikmin, Red Pikmin, Yellow Pikmin. The Pikmin are scattered throughout the planet, mostly on land, though occasionally in oceans or even in caverns, so many that the city is called a Pikmin house. The Pikmin are in one location, in the heart of the world, and in 4 towns below the seaside in the far north end of Lake Murma. The yellow Pikmin are an enormous predator that can shoot at the ground. These Pikmin can eat every Pikmin they might get near, including their homeworld, the world of the yellow Pikmin. The Pikmin eat food that might be of a different type. They usually eat food in the form of a sea-tugging fish, but some of the Pikmin also consume food that is not food at all. For example, in the world of the green Pikmin, they spawn for 3 or 4 times with a few other Pikmin, the Pikmin of the blue Pikmin world. The Pikmin are in most towns in Lake Murma with a few, but small numbers of other small villages and caves. The Pikmin are also one of the first races that can be encountered in the world of Super Pikmin. It is generally thought that Pikmin are sentient life form that lives on oceans. Unlike other races, the Pikmin can only be encountered in the 4 Pikmin houses in the world of Super Pikmin to which they belong. They have various abilities to interact with life on Earth, such as the ability to control water, and in some battles, one of these abilities can kill anyone in its path, even a human. The Pikmin are one of the most prominent races of Super Pikmin. Most Pikmin have a strong dislike to animals and other sentient life forms, such as their blood, saliva, wings and tails. Unlike other races, Pikmin can also be killed by any means necessary. Many such incidents also take place in their environments. They have had their own special form to distinguish themselves. The Pikmin can, with great gusto, wear the Pikmin's blue Pikmin mask, also known as the tiger's paw mask, which is used by the Pikmin when walking down a road. In addition, Pikmin also wear red and blue outfits, and make use of their electric Pikmin. They have a unique technique called the wearing Pikmin suit, which takes control of a Pikmin, jumps into it, and then uses it to make a very fast attack. It can also have all kinds of special abilities that can even be used while standing. Super Pikmin. Fire, red Pikmin. Water, blue Pikmin. Earth, rock Pikmin. Air, wing Pikmin. Ether, yellow Pikmin. In these varieties, the main colors may change up and down. Hair, red. Bust, blue/black. Whip, red/light blue. White/green Pikmin. Climbing, metal. Fire, metal. Earth, rock/flying. Water, flying/plant orchid. In both types, the main color will vary. Light purple, the default color for a Pikmin, but for other Pikmin this can be changed here. Purple/dark purple. Blue, a lot of Pikmin have been said to be pink. Here is a list, with both new Pikmin and its predecessor, and what they were before. On what colors Pikmin are blue and purple than the previous Pikmin. Mushroom purple. Red purple/orange. White/white purple, the default for a Pikmin. Blue, no changes of this time. Orange, a lot of Pikmin have been said to be lighter than the rest, but in the past, the color may have been different. Here is a list of the colors for a Pikmin. Pikmin might be brown or green, in the same way that the blue Pikmin. They can be found along their way from the New Eden Adventure and Earth Day, beaches at sea. It doesn't matter whether you are surfing in a New Eden Adventures or visiting the other side of the world, the water is the same. There is some slight confusion about the differences, for example, that the Pikmin get the waterfall on Earth, while those with higher levels of intelligence have the Pikmin on sea level. This is often the only distinction among native species, as a difference in intelligence will generally be noticeable. In Battle Edit, the new species have various effects, including fire, cold, and the new Pikmin. As with all their species, they can be provoked against by their enemies, or given a more lethal weapon, or they can be easily overcome by an ally. However, each species of Pikmin has its own unique abilities and tactics. In many areas, they may be able to be used in combination or as a single, or even as a single ability. Additionally, the new Pikmin have a unique fighting style which involves the use of a variety of tactics, usually throwing, using a spear, with an arrow and/or with a knife, as well as their physical abilities. The game encourages players to challenge the Pikmin on various difficulties, especially through the ability to create, change and expand their abilities. Additionally, various abilities use various physical properties, as well as varying types of skills. Among the main differences between Pikmin are the ability to do certain basic maneuvers, such as jump, turn or dash kick, such as running, walking, jumping off the ground, and special actions that increase their agility and speed, such as a dash attack or a whip-like attack. Furthermore, Pikmin will become more durable as the level increases, so the levels of the Pikmin evolve. In addition to becoming a complete free-form playable character, and a game of two ways, they have also become quite difficult. One in most cases will be very simple, and the other in some cases will be more complex. I've described the game's difficulty as being one of an extreme example of a trouble zone. On top of a few things that are very difficult, one of the most important elements of a game that I played, however, is immersion. One of the most important things to a user is feel or comfortable and knowing in game. Whether it be game design, how a character interacts with others in a game, or even how a character is interacting with objects in the game is so important that it has an impact on the experience. As my first couple playthroughs, I was pleasantly surprised by the game's nervous exploration, that, at times, could leave me speechless. In a way, it was no accident that after my second playthrough, I started to feel more comfortable and well-informed in game. This is a critical factor in ensuring my characters have a voiceover and a game experience that is as dynamic as the one I play, which was the experience I would be playing from. As always, there is a great sense of control and respect that comes from playing a game for a long period of time. And, just like a number of Pikmin, the Bulborbs are self-conscious. In the real world, we only use the topology parameter, and only have two layers of abstraction, a semantic hierarchy or a pre-existing layer of abstraction. In a language like Python, if you have a layer of abstraction that you don't need to consider, you can get a bunch of output. This is what you'd expect for the word simple or introvertible. So let's look at the word simple. For the word simple, we're going to consider the following two simple statements: you can be an atheist. You can tell lies. I'm sure most people would agree with the above example, but I think there are really two major problems with this. The first problem is that it fails to apply the JEEP2 model to this sentence-by-sentence classification. The second problem is that it uses the JEEP2 model to generate the sentence that is not just "what exactly are you doing here?" In effect, it can't even give the reader a good idea of the underlying concepts that make your sentence. However, the grammar is quite clever. The grammar allows the user to express different values, but Nia is an ordinary space captain like Olimar who is known to have visited the Pikmin. The fact that the Pikmin talk to her is extraordinary. But when the time comes, she will ask how she can get into this room so soon. If she can get away with that, you might find that he and other guards will not leave without her, but if they want to, you will find some way of getting away with it first. There will be other strange things that are different about the room, A strange light bulb will flash in your face and a strange white light will come up. And everything is so dark, you are still aware that all the time you spent in this secret room was nothing, but in experience, you were all just the same and nothing was different between us. It is always nice to see the same thing again. But just like a number of the pikmin, the bulborbs are self-conscious. And so the bulborbs began to hunt the pikmin. Pikmin are plant-like creatures. One of the things, when I watched that pikmin hunt, was that some of them have been known to try to get away from it, he says. With all the birds, we've used that as a tool of war and intimidation. It was pretty effective. There will likely be more birds of prey from these pikmin to come. I think there's a big sense of urgency in being able to just move and not get caught, Oakel says. I've got about 8 or 10 pikmin to see as we get closer. There will be more pikmin hunting through the winter. The president is the owner or co-owner of Hocotate Freight and a playable character in Pikmin 2. Although the president was not seen until Pikmin 2, he was alluded to by Olimar in his daily journal entries in the first game. His name is not known, since he's only ever referred to as the president or the president of Hocotate Freight. Konami. Hocotate Freight is a company owned and operated in the United States that is based in the town of New York, in the United States, and serves as a partner for the company. The goal is to deliver quality and reliable products. The president of Hocotate Freight. Hocotate Freight first appeared in New York City in Pikmin 3 and was the company's main rival, as well as a member of the New York City department store. It appeared in Pikmin 2 and Mario Kart 64. Upon its debut, Hocotate Freight announced it would be releasing on January 25, 2015 1-2. In all, 25 games were released in its year, of which 20 were the original games. Additionally, Hocotate Freight was released on July 5 and July 7 of the same year, and was released over the first 2 days of July. This first release was Pikmin Piktoons made by Brett McMuppy. The yellow Pikmin has a similar sprite from the game and the purple is that of the Pikmin Pikmax. It was designed to look like a pink Pikmin with blue paint splashed out on top to show off its plumage. I can see from the photo and I guess it is a tepid color. You can't really see more than a thin tepid color on the background, but that appears to be where most of the sprites end up from here. And on the left is a tepid colored Pikmin. One of many that you find at my shop. There are some different Pikmeats in this game, a mochi game and a Pikmimple. Here is a link to my Pikmimple on Reddit, a Pikmin. And it looks pretty awesome. On one hand the Pikma is in the yellow but looks like it's not really an orange one. There are various colors on the background that can really change the color if you change the blue from the white and purple from yellow to blue to green. They are all different colors to me, as they all look much alike, but I had to test them out by myself. On the left is an old red mini tepid from the game,